Hey guys, I figured out why that light does that shadow thing. It's because when I have the light bulb on, it's too bright behind me and flashy, so it's like not good for you guys. And then when it's the window, it's that shadow thing going on. My face is swollen. I guess it's the teeth and probably dehydration. Sometimes I swell up. That's why I went and got the blood work last week, but I can't get it through email. Christiana Portal won't let me sign in. It won't let me re-sign in. It won't send me forgot password. Just nothing works for me. I don't get it. Um, I posted earlier today about the whole food stamp card. No, it's gone. There's no more food stamps. And I'm just like, it's blowing my mind. It makes no sense. I listened to the transactions online and it's like $24, $14, $29 over and over again, but that can't be me because I only was buying bread and iced tea. I buy two for $5. They're $5 then. Iced tea maybe twice a week, and they're half gallons. And then bread, I was buying maybe once or twice a week. That's $3. No other food because we're really picky. She's really picky about certain things she eats, and like I said, for months I've only been eating bagel with cream cheese. So when I was out the other day, and the last time that I used it, I spent the $10 for her, like I said, to catch up on the bill. That's what she said to do, and that was cool. I was like, all right. So it's $10. And then I used $14. She only got like bananas and a drink or something, and so that was that. And then I got the bagels, two bagels, and two cream cheeses, and the tub of butter for her grilled cheese that she's into right now. So thank God I did that because I don't understand this. I'm very, very good with that and managing the money that's in the banks and that's in the. I check everything to the cent, and it's because I have to. It's all I have. There's no cent. So now there's literally no cash to pay for food if we need something in a couple days. I don't know what we're gonna do. I filled out everything like it in that paper. I did all that. I'm gonna try and call. I tried. I was on the line for hours and hours and hours, and then it hung up. So then now I guess it's a weekend. I don't know if it'll work tomorrow. Oh my goodness. Vienna just was playing with the girl that lives around the corner. She was a real problem last year. They just have no manners. They start hitting you and stuff as soon as you get into a fight with them. And she's been coming down to play the past 2 days. Now she's out there. She keeps hitting Vanna. She keeps doing this and that. I'm telling them stop, be nice. She keeps calling her ugly. I'm like, don't call each other ugly. Build each other up. Don't call her that. So then that was like 20 minutes ago. So then I just went out to the door because Vanna came in saying she pushed me off the hammock. And I'm like, stop. Don't put your hands on her and stuff. And she's just like, I didn't touch her like that. And then she said, and then she walked across the street again with Vanna. And then Vanna's like, you should say you're sorry, blah, blah, blah. And the kid doesn't have any respect for elders too, or grown-ups. She talks to you like you're nobody. Like, what are you going to do about it? And so she was just out there, and she's like, Vanna's like, she just called me ugly again. So then she's real loud right in front of me saying, she is. This is like a little, she's in kindergarten too. I don't think she's in her class. She's in another class. So I'm like, I'm standing right there. She just does not care, obviously. So I'm like, you're calling my kid ugly? I was like, she's not ugly, and you guys shouldn't be talking to each other like that. Which I already explained to them. I'm like, girls need to build each other up. Why break each other down? Come on, man. Not cool. But she was a big problem last year because they all end up on my porch like they are every day. And they all end up in the backyard with the pool and stuff. And she was just like almost ready to square up to wail on Van. And like 5 last year. I'm not dealing with it again. And her brother just walked up, I guess to see where she is. He's only like a year or two older than her. But last year, thank God I walked to the door. It was right when we moved here. Vanna didn't have any social skills because we were in the house for 8 years. She'd never played with kids before, so it took her a while to adjust and learn, like, not to do, like, obnoxious things and hands and stuff. So she pushed the one kid on accident trying to dance with her. And I walk to my front door, and Vanna comes running up the porch, and there's 6 of them, including that boy, running up behind her, ready to beat my kid up. Some of them are like 12. And they're screaming, yo, she just hit my cousin and stuff. They're boys. And I'm like, wait a minute. First of all, she's 5 and she doesn't know. She doesn't understand. She's literally just, you guys are the first kids she's seen in 8 years. But that has not been a problem since school started. She's made lots of friends out there. That's not a problem. But this little girl has not been playing on this street all year. So I'm not dealing with that. They're not. It's not going to be. It's going to be an issue then. I just don't like it when the kids don't even have respect for the other grown-ups and parents. I don't know. I don't care. I don't care. Come to my door. That'll be your first mistake. Anyway, I'm just having a really bad day again, and I hate talking like this because I'm always so optimistic and happy, and just usually, I'm go with the flow. Things will work themselves out. That's how I've always been, and usually they did. And I'm positive, and I think things are going to be done the right way and what's right. And I just hate every day having to be like, oh my God, it's something new. It's this, it's that. There's no money. I don't. It's terrifying. It's actually terrifying. And then people are worried about $100, like that's going to make some kind of big change in their life. Anyway, so I hope you guys all had a happy Friday. There's something. I thought I wanted to talk about something else. I am rewatching season 1 of Cruel Summer. Like, I have it on the phone and stuff while it's playing. And I just forgot how good this show was. And this season. It's like it's like the first 10 minutes even into the first episode, you're like, ooh, it's like right there. It's such a good storyline. There's so many twists and turns. You get invested in all the characters. I forgot how they do it in season 1, where it's like each episode 1 is showing you both the girls, and then episode 2, it's mostly about Jeanette, and it all takes place on one day in 3 different years. So that's the one girl. And then episode 3, it's showing you the other girl's life and the events. And obviously they're in each other's lives in each episode. So you get to know both of them, and then you see the mistakes they make, or misunderstandings, misconstruing things, in the different episodes, so that the twists and the turns all add up at the end. So they did that really good. This was like so well thought out and awesome. There's so many different 90s things that I didn't even notice. Like, if there's a pair of earrings with the beads where they used to be like shaped like a little triangle at the top, and then it was like a line, and then they hung down like a couple lines, almost like a dream catcher, but beads. Like, I forgot about those. Like, they have a bunch of different stuff. A lot of it's a little more closer to like 90 to late 90s instead of what it should be. If they're in 93, I actually didn't even realize it was that early in the 90s. So a lot of it makes you feel more like the late 90s, 97, 98. But then there is some things, outfits and stuff, haircuts and songs. But it's also hard for me because once you get to like the middle of the season, when they start showing, where she actually went, and then you're like mind blown. So once you get to that part and you start seeing her with him and his life and how that was, and you start getting to know him and the whole situation, then it's like it's hard for me to watch, and it was back then, because it did remind me a lot of Dawn and I. And then she's in the house like that for all year with nowhere to go and stuff, so it was kind of hard to watch once it got to that, and personally for me. But storyline wise and stuff, it was a very good story. It was so real and good, and I'll never forget the season finale. It's like you got to know these characters so much that you got invested to them, that they made it so even in the last few minutes of the episode, you even feel for him. You're not supposed to, but you do. And the scream that actor made, it was just gut-wrenching, and it was so real that you couldn't help but feel emotion. He was real. I'll have to write his name down, but that guy is a very good actor, and now I've never heard anything like that. It was so real and just a gut-wrenching, pure from the heart, just like real, of somebody that's filled with so much hatred and sadness and, you know, pain. Really, it was almost like because he was in pain too. That's like it was. I'll never forget that sound. It still plays in my head, and I haven't even gotten to it yet, but I'll never forget it, because I remember I started crying because it was so emotional. The finale is the most emotional thing, and it all added up. Then you finally found out who Annabelle was. I totally forgot about Annabelle. That was a big part of it. See, this season was just awesome. There's so many little things, twists and turns and details. Why didn't they have any of that in the second one, you know? It was a good storyline in the second line, so they really could have done a lot with that, a lot more with this, you know, with that girl at the end, you know, I feel like it was just so impersonal the whole season. You didn't even get to really know the moms. You didn't get a feel for them, any of the secondary characters, and barely even their characters. Their friendship's supposed to be this huge bond and everything, but they barely even show it, so how can you even feel and get connected? In season 1, by the end of the first episode, you're like in it. You know Jeanette and her friends, you know, and then you know Kate and her friends, and then how they flip-flop and they're with them. You get to know the boyfriend, and you get to know about their lives, and then the parents and their issues, and it's so personal. They did such a good job in the first season, and they got a really good thing with this whole, you know, mystery genre, whatever, where that's what they're going to do each season, and then they're going to do it with the one day during, I think it was best doing it one day in 3 years instead of one day in different. It couldn't have been one same day then, because it was just the summer. It was the summer of 99, the winter of 99, and then the summer of 2000. So I got to look at the days. Maybe I was just thinking they were saying the same day. Yeah, so it was a lot better with just the same day, different years. And then you've seen how much you can even change within 1 year. How you go from A to B, even with your friends, because it's real. It happened to all of us. I don't know. I think they could do a lot better in season 3, and I really hope they do. When I do I'm waiting to do like the actual review, because I want to have everything written so I'm not getting confused or forgetting things, and I jot things down and stuff too in my free time. But they can do awesome in season 3 if they go back to how they did it in season 1. They didn't even have the dial-up tone in season 2. I noticed that right away, because that was the first thing you heard when season 1, episode 1 came on of Cruel Summer. And then they still had dial-up sound in 99, so why on earth wasn't that? I thought that was the whole click of the show, like the whole basis, is that it's based in the 90s. They're basing it with this computer writing, and then it's the time frame. And I thought that was their little, what's it called, like niche? Or niche, how do you say that? I thought that was their thing. So why didn't they put the dial up on? Oi. Alright, I'll see you guys later. I appreciate any advice and support right now. This is a big hit right now. We got a week and a half left to go until that comes again. They don't come on the 19th. I have no clue what happened. My face is real swollen. I love you all. And thank you again so much for everyone that donates. You have no idea what it means to me, and it, you know, nothing's fake about this, or it all goes to bills and food and bills and rent. I just hope things get better soon. It's just like so many bad things have happened since after Christmas that it's just like you still don't even have time to grieve. So I don't really want to think about it, but something good has to start happening, right? Your luck's gotta turn back around at some point. Okay, I'll see you guys later, tomorrow or this weekend. Alright, thank you for sharing and subscribing and watching. And the love. Oh yeah, that's what I was doing earlier. You can't start a fire. It takes a minute to get in it. Can't start a fire. Sitting around crying over broken. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Yeah, they were real happy. Actually, no, I can do it because I just had a total flashback of the video. That's so weird. That's so weird. I'm in blue jeans too. I don't have a hair tie. Even if we're just dancing in, you can't start a fire. Sitting around crying over broken heart. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Alright guys, I even got it folded. You love it. Bye guys.